Hey everyone, today we are back with the next chapters of Dirty Little Secrets with our now very iconic, well, she was the iconic boarding school student, but now she's an iconic CIA agent that's pregnant. Yes, you heard that right, pregnant. So if you haven't caught up, go caught up. I need to actually get to the chapter right now. My phone is about to die. Well, it's on its way out, so let's just hope this thing lasts. I don't know. Anyway, we need to get to the chapter. Oh, look, what's hot this week? Why me? I don't know, sis. All right, we're officially here. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just start all the drama here. Okay, so not only in the last chapter, if you haven't caught up, we found out she was pregnant with a capital P. So there's like a little bun in her oven that's gonna pop out one of these days. On top of the fact that Michael, or whatever you wanna call him, has our parents that really did not care for us nor treat our poor character well, like captive. But our character has a heart of gold. She's a sweetheart and she's going back to save them or do something. So let's find out. Are you enjoying being out on the yacht, dear? Yes, it's amazing. Okay, I'm assuming this is the flashback because thank you for inviting me. Nothing brings us more pleasure than being able to spend time with our only grandchild. I just wish that we could spend more time with you. We hardly get to see you. Me too. I feel like I hardly know you. My, how touching. Oh, our mom was about to go at it. Miss freaking, like, she's a little too toasty over here. What are you doing here? Always so many questions. What are you doing here? Can we go watch a movie for my birthday? Why don't you love me? Do you know the things that I do for you? Well, you and me, you toxic girl. Anyway, here's our chance. Quick, push the two old biddies over. Oh my gosh, what? God, you're always so slow. Push them overboard. I tricked them into willing their entire fortune to you when they're dead. This way, we'll get all their money. You little awful. Do you think I'll let you get away with murdering my parents? Fine. Split half. You know they'll never leave you anything otherwise. You take the old woman and I'll handle the old man. What is this? Is this literally a flashback or a dream? Because... Quick, Amala. Just a quick push. What? No. Do it. Push them overboard. Is she gonna do it? Stop. It's a dream. It was a dream. I was about to say, I really hope that wasn't a flashback. It really couldn't have. Maybe it's because it's like really early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you want to look at it. Like I'm even like slurring my words here. I'm so tired. But anyway, I got introduced, which is why we're here in the first place. So I was thinking to myself in my head, I wasn't vocalizing it, but like how were they together? But it all makes sense. It was a dream. It clicks. Oops, sorry. Oliver was sound asleep. He looked so peaceful. I wanted to kiss him so badly, to slip into his arms and hear him chuckle and stroke my hair before falling back asleep again. I mean, they did a lot more than that recently, so it was 3 a.m. For the second time since I knew him, I slipped out of our bed while he was asleep. Let's hope it doesn't end up like the last time she slipped out, and I needed to be in New York before noon. No, because no matter how awful my parents were, I just couldn't bring myself to abandon them. I know that some readers might call me stupid. I love how she just like, knows, like, But we all have our flaws, and stupidity was preferable to being cold-blooded. Because if we were all clever and cold-blooded, there wouldn't be any story, would there? I drove all the way to New York. Aside from having to make one stop for gas, I drove nonstop. Oh my gosh, the sun was just starting to rise as I arrived in New York. The entire drive had taken just a little over 5 hours. Oh my gosh, so she left the safe haven of her cabin, left Oliver behind. C doesn't know about this. I'm really nervous. I checked again the address that he had given me. It was a cafe in the Bronx. Oh dear. Obediently, I went inside and waited for my next instructions. Oh my gosh, we have 3. Oh, we have so many messages to read through. Okay, message 1. Where are you? 2. The car is gone. What are you doing? And 3. Baby, please. I'm not angry. Just tell me where you are. Oh no, he's worried. Oh my. Not again. What have I done? Yes, sis, what have you done? About half an hour went by. Is Michael gonna show up or are we just grabbing a cup of coffee? Like, what is going on here? Did we get stood up by our freaking, like, person? Suddenly, a man who had been sitting in one corner of the cafe came over to my table. Okay. Are you? Just making sure you came alone like the boss told you to. Hand over your mobile. He is. What do you want with it? You won't be needing it where you're going. A map? The rough-looking guy had slid over a map of the Bronx. An address was written on it, as well as what looked like directions. It's about an hour's walk from here on foot. On foot? Yeah, because you're leaving your car here as well. Stand up. Can we just please drive to this place? Just steal the car and drive us. I don't think she wants to walk. Turn around. He is creepy. I'm sorry. I tried to flinch as the thug frisked me roughly for bugs. Better get going, girly. He's like, see you later, sis. Like, bye, girly. Like, catch you next time. We literally have a map. This is a treasure hunt to find our parents. This is ridiculous. Following the directions on the map soon led me to a pretty rough-looking neighborhood in the Bronx. Rad's thug was nowhere in sight, but the entire time that I was walking, I felt eyes watching me. Couldn't they have just blindfolded our poor character and drove her? Eventually, the apartment started thinning out, giving way to what looked like an industrial area. Where exactly were the directions taking me? It looked like an abandoned warehouse. I stood outside for what seemed like an eternity. Too late to go back now. Oh, well, this is it, the creepy-looking warehouse. My heart was pounding in my chest. My palms slippery with sweat. Every nerve in my body was screaming, run! I almost did. Then my eyes adjusted to the dim surroundings and I saw them. There they are, there's our awful parents. My mother's face was streaked with tears, her eyes red and swollen. My father was slumped over with a black eye. Oh God. I'll get you out of here. I don't think that's about to happen. I'm glad you made the right decision. Let my parents go, or what do you want? I'm just gonna say let my parents go because, that's the whole point. Our poor character did all this. I'm here, let them go now. Hello, little bird. Missed me? You said untie them. He was really going to let them go. Yeah, I'm nervous. He's gonna, off them. I'm so scared. Okay, I felt dizzy with relief. I realized that part of me had expected him to kill all of us as soon as I showed up. Darling, you came. This mean man tried to hurt us. Why is she trying to act like we care about her? Shut up, you stupid woman. Are you trying to get us killed? You shut up. How dare you? You see why I had to get... Jesus. Now get out of here before I change my mind and have you two shot. Yes, thank you. And they dip on us. I mean, I watched as they ran out without a backward glance. Well, that was... great, I'm glad they're so appreciative, was he gonna kill me now? Why did he go to all this trouble? I understood nothing. He just smiled as he stared back at me. Okay, Michael, you are looking a little creepy. You've been a naughty girl, haven't you? Cut the crap and just tell me what you want. Just for you to be my guest. What? Be his guest? Okay, so we are on to the next chapter now, and I want to put out a disclaimer real quick here, everybody, that at the beginning of the chapter, Cindy did put a warning that it was a trigger warning that this is going to deal with abduction. So if that triggers anybody here, I'm just giving you a quick warning that I'm assuming stuff might trigger you in this chapter. So just a quick warning for everybody. Are you still wondering if I'm gonna kill you? I'm really not. Even if you deserve it. What do you want? I'm so confused what Michael wants. Does he want the inheritance? Because just what do you want from me? Is that the way you speak to your benefactor? A bitter laugh rose in my throat. Benefactor? Well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have known the truth about your parents or the inheritance waiting for you. A suspicion started growing in me. My inheritance. And how did you pay me back? You double-crossed me, sold me out to the CIA. Oh, he just hit us. Luckily for you, I know just how you can pay me back. And I'm not going to slaughter the goose that's going to lay me my golden egg. You want my inheritance? Well, yes. How else are you going to pay me back what you've cost me? But I'm only 18. I can't touch my trust fund until I'm 21. Guess I'll just have to keep you for the next 3 years then. Oh my gosh, you guys. You're crazy. My mind read as what he planned to do sinking fully. I felt like vomiting again. You can't hold me hostage for 3 years. Hostage is such an aggressive word. I prefer guest. And who knows? Maybe you might even like it. Don't touch me. Where are the police? Where is C? Get him out of here. I don't want him anywhere near us. I don't want any of them near us. Seeing nothing, barely able to breathe. Somebody taped my hands roughly behind my back. I was pushed along me to walk a little way. and then shoved into the backseat of a vehicle. Nausea overwhelmed me again, and I took short breaths to try to quell the urge to vomit. A few tears escaped me, but I tried to keep my anxiety from overwhelming me. Instead, I tried to focus on what was happening, to take note of any details that might indicate where I was being taken to. That is so smart. Or that might help me later on. I am so proud of her. We drove for 20 minutes, but it could have been longer or shorter. It was hard to be sure of time. Being blinded did funny things to you. But we stopped and I was unceremoniously pushed out of the vehicle. Somebody immediately grabbed my arm and pulled me to walk. A sudden change in temperature and sound made me realize that we had entered a building. And then I was pushed into an elevator and we started going up. High up. I was made to walk a bit more than the sound of a door closing behind me. It must be an apartment. I was pulled up some stairs and then I was shoved so hard that I fell on my knees. Okay, where are we? And he just walks out. Okay. Oh, an attic. I've been locked in an attic in an apartment. Oh, it looked like some residential area. I didn't recognize any of the buildings or landmarks. The window was not one which could be opened. Oh dear. The room was bare except for a bed. Despair finally overwhelmed me and I sank onto my knees. I feel so bad for her. She has gone through so much for this entire story. It has not been an easy ride from her. Like, first off, getting all the info and everything, and I feel so bad for her. I was a prisoner, hostage for the next 3 years, when he would then force me to hand over my inheritance to him. And what did he mean by, you might even like it? Bile rose in my throat. Luckily, there was an adjoining bathroom and toilet. I barely made it to the toilet in time before throwing up the little that I had eaten. Oh no. I hope no time, like, I wonder if a time skip is gonna go by, like a long time skip. Okay, like just from me like glancing right here, it's been 2 days, but I wonder if like a super long one is gonna go by or if they're gonna find her. I'm so scared for her. It had been 2 days since I was first put in this room. During this time, I hadn't been allowed once outside. 3 times a day, the door opened, and Rad's goon brought food and water and took away the earlier plate. Oh, she's crying. This breaks my heart. Hoella does not deserve this. I had no appetite but made myself eat. For the sake of the baby. Not the baby. I keep forgetting about the baby. She's going to have the baby while captive. Oh no, the baby. Rad had no idea that I was pregnant. Something told me it would be a bad idea to let him find out. I had no link to the outside world at all. No phone and no TV, so I couldn't even check the news. I wondered what Oliver was doing, how angry he must be at me. Was he trying to find me? I cried every time I thought about him. The goons brought me food and water 3 times a day, but Rad himself never showed up. I wondered if this was how he intended to keep me for the next 3 years. I would probably go mad first. Death would be a mercy. But I couldn't allow my thoughts to go that way. Not when there was a little life growing inside me. The only part of Oliver that was still with me. Thank God, or Rad, a little bitter laugh rose me for the adjoining bathroom. At least I could take a shower every day. Although I had to change back into the same clothes every day. It was getting ridiculous. Surely he was going to get me more clothes. Is there going to be another time skip? I don't know why it was called morning sickness. I felt nauseous frequently throughout the day. I discovered that eating something usually helped to curb the nausea, though. Sometimes I thought about trying to escape when one of his men came to bring me food. They all look scary. I mean, they're kidnappers. What do we think? But I knew that they were armed. Is that McDonald's down there? I sometimes glimpsed the gun that they carried up holstered to their hips. Is that a 20-piece chicken McNugget? I might have attempted something. I tried to use one of the techniques that Christian had taught me, but I couldn't afford to be reckless. Not now that I was pregnant. I had already lost my freedom. I lost Oliver. I would not lose the baby too. I would wait for now. But I would grab the first chance of escape, or I would use only what I've learned in an absolute emergency. I'm scared for the fact she's pregnant. Like, I want her to escape at her first chance, but I would only use what I've learned in an absolute emergency. I had more than my own life to think about now. Well, normally if she wasn't pregnant, I'd say, like, get it, girl. Like, just try to drag them or whatnot, but not with the baby. Like, if one of them were, like, attack her, like, stomach or something, it would not be good. It's been 5 days since I've been locked in this room. Can he bring her a change of clothes? Like, geez. The room felt like it was becoming smaller and smaller every day. I was starting to despair. Is he gonna do something different this time? Take a shower and get dressed in this. Boss wants to see you in 30 minutes. Wait, what? Excuse me? Wait, what? What? What's this outfit? What? Would you like to redo your hair and lipstick? Okay, so originally wasn't gonna change her hair or lipstick or anything, but I felt she needed something. Like, I don't know, like it doesn't really go with the outfit, like the red lipstick or whatnot. I gave her like a classic pony back, and then I did red lipstick just because I love a red lip, but also because I don't know if this is gonna be her everyday outfit, but I feel like Hoella deserves a red lip for the end of her story if I can never change it again. So. And now suddenly I had to wear a dress. My stomach knotted up in anxiety as my mind raced. What was Rad planning now? Come on, girly, time to go. Okay, hunty, like... Okay, so that was the end of our latest double chapter. So our character, a sweetheart, went back for her awful parents that treat her like crap and did not care about her, and they got away and did not look back without a second thought. They just dipped on out of there, and I see they aren't. I mean, I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt to them. Like, I know they're not doing anything. They're just not. Like, I mean, maybe for the inheritance they are, but not for our poor character. I hope they prove me wrong, though. I don't know about it, but I really hope they do. So now our poor character, she is kidnapped and being held hostage, and Rad is making her wear a dress and put on, like, lipstick and do her hair for... I don't know what this is gonna be. I'm nervous for our poor character, especially because she is pregnant. So... she has to protect a little bun. I feel so bad for her. Like, nothing goes her way. I really hope she gets a nice ending in this story. I mean, not all endings can be happy, but I pray for her sake she gets a good one. But anyway, without me rambling any further, I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next one. I hope you guys are excited too. We only have a couple more left. It's so shocking. So we're gonna get through them. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.